As an officer, when I was doing it out on the road, I would actually do this myself. It was usually against our policy that we do it, but I was always nice enough that I wanted the driver to relax. I'm stopping him, I'm bothering him. So I'm gonna try to do as much work as I possibly can by myself, whereas other officers will have you step out and open up the hood. You know, if the hood looked like it was gonna fall down, you know, if it was an old truck, then I might have the driver do it, because I don't want to be responsible for a $600,000, $700,000 hood. Again, I open up the hood, now I can look at everything in here, making sure everything's in good working order. Again, I'm looking at the brake chambers, brake lines, looking for anything problems there. Looking inside, making sure everything's in place. Looking at the frame, looking for any cracks, anything like that. Suspension, everything I can possibly see, looking for cracks. Again, oil leaks, fuel leaks, any radiator leaks, anything like that. I want to check the fluids and make sure that they're up to speed, up where they need to be, at least at a minimum in the tanks and so forth. Let's try to go around to the other side. And of course, same thing on this side. I want to check everything out. Again, looking at the fluids, looking, make sure the power steering's there. We don't have a bunch of power steering leaks, anything like that. Again, brake lines, brake hoses, brake chambers, looking to make sure everything's in good working order, suspension, frame, anything like that. And one of the things that I always did too was I would step up here and I would take a hold of the steering column and turn it back and forth. Since this is a brand new truck, I would presume there would never be a violation. But what I'm looking for is any movement or looseness of the steering gearbox on the frame. I'm looking to see if there's any movement of the pitman arm on the output shaft, if there's any movement there. And I can simply do that as long as I want. I can sit there and turn that steering wheel. You know, kind of freaks the driver out sometimes when I do that, but I can sit there and do that all I want, look at everything over, look at all the ball joints, look everything, and make sure we're good to go. Other officers will actually have the driver sit there and turn the steering wheel back and forth, okay? Especially if the truck was still running, I can see everything move, and I can move it just as freely as anybody else can, all right? So I'm looking at that, making sure everything's in good working order. Not seeing any problems whatsoever.